Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to Auntie A's Kitchen, and I'm excited this week to share with you 3 delicious recipes using the humble sweet potato. In the first part of the video, we're going to make a simple sweet potato soup. Secondly, we're going to be making some sweet potato toast, and I'm going to show you some of my favourite toppings. And finally, a healthy brownie. So thanks for watching, let's get into the video. In our first recipe, sweet potato soup, it's really easy to make and you probably already have the ingredients in your fridge. Start by peeling and cutting up 2 large sweet potatoes and 1 carrot, and then chop up an onion as well as a couple of cloves of garlic and some ginger. On a low to medium heat, add some oil into your pan, and my oil of choice is often avocado oil. Then get your onions cooking. You want to take some time softening these up before you add the other ingredients. As your onions start to soften and pick up some colour, you can then add your garlic and ginger. Mix all of this together and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes, allowing all the different flavours to build in your pan. Next, add your carrots and give this a good mix before then adding your sweet potatoes. And once again, give this a good mix and let it cook for a couple of minutes before then adding your stock. For the stock today, I'm using some vegetable stock, but if you don't have any to hand, then plain water works just as well. Now, I often don't measure my stock, and you see me in the video adding more water. The general rule I go by is you want to add enough water until it comes just about level with your vegetables. At this stage, if you haven't already, season your soup with a generous amount of salt and pepper and allow the soup to come up to a gentle simmer to cook until your sweet potatoes are soft to touch with a fork. Once soft, turn off the heat. You can either transfer the soup into a blender or go for the easy option and just use a hand blender in your pan. Now at this stage, you can blend to how you like to eat the soup. Sometimes I like a chunky soup with pieces of whole vegetables, but today I would like a silky smooth soup, so I blend until I have the right consistency. Then all you want to do is add water to the soup until you have the right thickness that you want to serve the soup. And in the video, you see me adding water, mixing this in, and then adding water again. The final thing to do is to taste your soup so that you can add any extra seasoning if needed, but you will find this is already packed with flavour. You can serve the soup straight away, or I think it tastes best to put a lid on and let it sit for an hour or 2 before then reheating and then serving. I will often make my soup the night before or in the morning, ready for that lunchtime or evening. So here we have a healthy soup packed with flavour, and to finish it off, I add a little yogurt, not only for presentation but also to balance out the homemade chilli sauce I drizzle over the top of the soup for a little extra kick. And if you like eating soup, then there's a few other recipe ideas on the channel that are also simple to make. For our second sweet potato recipe, we're going to make some oven-baked toast, and if you've never had these before, they're not only easy to make, but they're a fun alternative to eat instead of bread. So, start by peeling and cutting your potato into even-sized slices. I personally think the large sweet potatoes work best, and if you live in South Korea, a lot of the ladies on the side of the roads are selling these at the moment because they are in season. Brush each individual slice with some oil and then sprinkle some paprika, or cayenne also works well if you like a little bit of heat. Then you're going to turn your sweet potatoes over and repeat this on the other side. Then place your oven tray into your preheated oven 190°C and let them cook for about 20 minutes. Halfway through, as you can see me here doing in the video, pull them out and turn them over so that they can get an even cook. Once cooked, get them out of the oven and place them onto a cooling rack and leave them for about 5 minutes to crisp up. Next, I quickly trim the sweet potatoes as I got distracted on a telephone call, but hopefully you won't have to do this. Now when it comes to toppings, there are just endless possibilities, and when I make and serve this, I like to make a variety so that people can have a choice. And what I'll do now is just share a few of my favourite flavour combinations. On the first 2 sweet potato toast, I put some scrambled egg, then the next 2 cream cheese, and the final slice some delicious homemade guacamole. And both the recipe for the scrambled egg and guacamole can be found on the channel. Next, onto the cream cheese, I put some onion and tomato, as I really like the flavour combinations of the New York lox bagel, and in fact I've just put this recipe up on the channel if you're interested. And then add some smoked salmon to both the cream cheese toast and one of the scrambled egg toast, and finish with some spring onions, ground black pepper and lemon juice over the smoked salmon while I wait for the fried egg to cook to put over the avocado toast. The only thing left to do is then to put a little homemade chili oil over the fried egg and the plain scrambled egg for a little bit of heat. Please now take this recipe and have fun, and don't forget to come back and let me know what flavour combinations you like to eat. For our final recipe today, let's make some sweet potato brownies. Stab your sweet potatoes with a fork one at a time, then cover with some damp kitchen towel and place in your microwave for about 5 to 7 minutes until soft and cooked inside. Remove the skin from both of your potatoes and then mash up until you have no lumps of potato in your bowl, and all the measurements for this recipe can be found in the description below. Into the same large bowl, add your peanut butter or almond butter, coconut oil, vanilla and maple syrup, then mix this all together until it is well combined. Next, add your dry ingredients, flour, and today I'm using some oat flour, cocoa powder, baking powder and some salt, and then mix this until again it's very well combined. These are an optional extra, but I like to personally put in a handful of chocolate chips, and then I'm going to break up some walnuts. I like quite big pieces of walnuts, so you see me here just breaking them up by hand. compared to a usual brownie mixture, this will come across as quite dry, but don't worry, your brownie will be soft in the middle and you will be able to pick it up without it falling apart. Or your baking tin, and I like to add some baking paper to make it easy to remove the brownie at the end. Place your brownie mixture into your tin. I add a few walnuts on top, push them in, and then place this into your preheated oven. After about 20 to 25 minutes, remove from the oven. You can tell when it's ready as it will start to pull away from the pan, and you can use a chopstick to check that the middle is cooked. Then drizzle some dark and white chocolate over your brownie and then allow this to completely cool before cutting into it. So here we have some mouth-watering sweet potato brownies, and I'll use these remainder potatoes in a British recipe for the next video. May I ask, if you've enjoyed today's recipes, to press the like button and consider subscribing. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.